I'm fascinated by unique ethnic enclaves in New York City and want to try to visit them all. So today I went to 167th Street in the Bronx, an area colloquially referred to as Little Accra due to its high concentration of residents from Ghana, as well as other West African countries like Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire. I hopped on the BX35 bus and headed over to 167th Street and Jerome Avenue, which is the start of Little Accra. It was a Sunday afternoon, so there were a lot of people around just running errands, hanging out, shopping from street vendors. I immediately went into the store called Eddie's Place African Market. They were playing such good music in there, it was literally like a club, and they also had a big selection of West African goods. There were spices, grains, snacks, vegetables, even meats and smoked fishes. I was thirsty, so I decided to get this fruit cocktail juice that this guy said is his favorite Ghanaian drink. It was so good and so refreshing. Kept walking around after, and there were so many hair salons nearby, which is something that I've noticed in other African and Afro-Caribbean neighborhoods. There are just so many places to get your hair done and braided. There were also a lot of food places, of course, and I was getting hungry. So I decided to go into Papaye Restaurant, a well-known Ghanaian place that actually has 2 locations in the Bronx. There were a lot of people inside, and the food looked so good, but I had no idea what to order, so I asked the guy next to me.
What do you like the most? What should I get? I don't know.
He recommended fufu with goat soup, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Full disclosure, I did have to look up how to eat this exactly, but I got the hang of it eventually. It was so good. The broth was spicy and really flavorful, and I actually think this was my first time ever having goat. I really liked it. It was a really good experience. Walked around after to digest, and I noticed that this neighborhood must be growing really fast because there were tons of signs for events and institutions for the Ghanaian and West African communities, and also just a lot of people around generally. It's a very vibrant neighborhood for this community. Of course, I also wanted a sweet treat, so I decided to stop in at Adum African Market. It was really nice inside. They sold a lot of West African food products, but also Ghanaian clothing and jewelry, which was really cool to see. I decided to get nkate cake, which is like the sweet Ghanaian peanut brittle. Here's me trying it. It was so good. It was a perfect light dessert snack. After that, I decided I'd head back towards Manhattan, so I hopped on the 4 train and headed home. Medase for watching, guys.